T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
That is right. The #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. I am so excited, honestly. The intro that we have is very new. So it's very exciting. But here we are. Impact Wrestling show. You said what?
I say here we are.
Here we are, the Salt Shakkas, the most dominating tag team in women's wrestling talk history. We are, of course, here. I mean, it's
too sweet.
Even though
it doesn't seem like it was going too well for my guys tonight.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey Joseph, it was very, very interesting, to say the least.
I don't know what's going on.
I do.
I was happy to see him, as always. I'm always happy to see him.
I need you to get your boys together, honestly. But we'll get into that a little. We'll get into that a little later. We hope you guys enjoyed Impact Wrestling tonight. I myself actually was at the taping. So if you saw me, I was there front row. And it was really, really good. The one thing that it's weird because when you come home and you watch it, it's different. You see different things, you see different promos, you see, just all kind of things. So yeah, that's actually the first match that we are gonna actually get into, Bobby. How did you know?
Shut up, Bobby.
Aiden Perez versus your Impact X Division champion, Ace Austin. And of course, did y'all really think Aiden Prince was going to win?
I don't even know who that is. So he could have had a chance, but he wouldn't. Ace wasn't gonna lose. He's on a high right now since capturing that title from Trey Miguel and beating him again. It's just like he's on his high horse, like I said. Like he's definitely on his high horse. It's bound to happen that maybe he'll have a 6-month reign. Maybe 3 months.
So that means no matter who he faces at Slammiversary, you believe that he will win.
It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible. It's crazy if they will put that title on him just for him to lose it that quickly. Well. It's happened before in multiple occasions. It definitely happened to Josh Alexander, but he got his comeuppance. And with Ace Austin, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a really good match.
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. It wasn't nothing to like. It was meant to be on before the Impact.
I can see that. It was way better
Mm-hmm.
in person. I'll say that. It's
I
one of
probably
those.
so.
It's one of those you had to kind of be there
Yeah.
because I mean,
Not all the camera angles get everything too.
yeah.
So I can understand
It
why
was
so much be better in person.
it was fast paced. It was, it wasn't anything that I didn't expect. However, Ace Austin moves on with another victory as champion.
Yes.
He will be defending that champion against at least one person we know for sure that went, face to face with the Bay today. We saw Kenny King versus Chris Bay, Ultimate X qualifying match. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you.
He looks good in this render.
Still shocked.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't think I've ever seen Kenny King in an Ultimate X match before. I mean, I got the chance to see Chris Bay at the one in the multiverse, which he did an amazing job in. I mean, he was going crazy in that in the Ultimate X match. But it's kind of weird to see like him not be a part of it. Like, will he have another opportunity, or will those who may not make the qualifying match have like that one final match to, you know, battle for it, and then that'll be the final person to join? Because as of right now, we really don't know who's going to be joining them for this qualifying match.
I know a few.
Maybe you do.
Yeah, I know a few.
A few. I don't know any.
Yeah, I know a few. So, I mean, listen, Joseph says Kenny knows a lot about the X Division. He is a former 2-time X Division champion.
I'm talking like the Ultimate X match.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about. Yeah. Like, has he ever been involved? I don't think
I've never seen him a part of the Ultimate X match. So I think it'd be quite interesting. I mean, he's extremely talented. He has a lot of athleticism from what I saw tonight.
That was a great match.
It really was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought maybe, of course, I want to always ride with my Bullet Club members. Whether they win or lose, I want to always ride with them, support them, and so on and so forth. But it is what it is. Chris Bay, he took a loss tonight, but he still looked good. But I mean, if Maria Kanellis wasn't out there in other people's business like she always is, then we won't have no problems. Learn to stay on the sidelines, because that's your whole career being.
Or I'll be a little nice. Learn to do commentary, because that's what you were brought here to do. Maybe. Hear me out. I don't know. Because she was on commentary, and that's what she was supposed to be doing. And instead, I mean, glamorous look. She looked very nice. I just think that someone needs to come handle her ASAP.
I hope that in some kind of way that she is involved somehow at Slammiversary, so that we can have somebody just pop up out of nowhere and come back that she's had like a rival with or something that will like shock everything, and they can beat her down too in the process.
I don't know. I really don't. Like, I feel like Alisha, she should really make a turn. She should join Eddie. There's no reason not to. A little fact here: Kenny King was in an Ultimate X match against Suicide and Chris Sabin at Slammiversary 11. So I guess we'll be watching that.
Okay, I guess we will be, because all right.
The Salt Shakkas are going to go back and watch every Slammiversary there is up until June 19th.
Let's got to brush up on our history.
Yeah, because me, I've always told you guys this. I started going to the Impact shows last summer, and so I'm more of fluid in the newer generations, your Chris Bays and your Josh Alexanders, your Jay Whites and Deanna Peraza, Trey Miguel, people of that nature. So we've been doing a lot of we've been focusing on the men too. We watched a lot of, and also YouTube, if you've been paying attention, has posted so many
old pay-per-views.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see Kushida.
I think a lot of people are expecting Kushida to maybe pop up at Forbidden Door in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if he was to pop up to be a part of this Ultimate X match, I don't think he's bad. I think he's really good at what he does. I think he's a phenomenal wrestler. Seen a lot of his work during his time in Dodie and even outside. He's really good.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You don't know who he is.
No, I know who he is now. But I was gonna say, who the hell is Kushida?
Not you thought it was Kurt and Rashida name put together.
I really thought it was like I had to. That's why I was over here quiet.
Not you talking about Haku Rashida. Is that what you meant?
Who?
Girl, I'm for Rayne. Joe said, yeah, I can see Forbidden Door doing Kushida return to New Japan. It would be cool to at least try to qualify for Ultimate X match.
Yeah,
I definitely wouldn't mind seeing that take place though.
I think honestly though, I wish that Kenny and Chris Bay would have faced different opponents
so that they could be involved in there.
Yeah,
because I feel like Chris Bay is he works really well inside of that. From what I've seen, he's an amazing wrestler.
He really is. He's
so good. He has a lot of personality. He's like a guy who knows where the camera is. He knows how to find it. And he knows what works for him. He's very athletic. Kenny King is really good as well. So I think putting them together, it just works.
Yeah.
To me.
It does, but I don't know. I just really just feel like, what happened, and it's not necessarily too sweet, but
but it is what it is, they can't win them all. They can't win them all, but what can you say?
And it's funny that you say that you can't win them all, because not only did the Vanessa, your girlfriend's favorite wrestler, lose tonight, we unfortunately saw your favorite bull. And listen, El Phantasmo versus Ishii and your Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander.
I don't even know what to say. What I can say is that I'm getting familiar with El Phantasmo. He definitely likes to look at the camera a lot. I need him to bag it on up. Oh, Mickey, you all right? Are you okay, Nikki?
I saw him at the event and I was like 50 feet away from him, and he has gorgeous eyes and gorgeous skin and just gorgeous hair. He looks like, honestly, Jay White's little brother.
Oh, well, when you kind of put it like that, you really just have to look a little bit. Oh, let me go back to the. No, he really kind of does.
That render, listen, to be honest,
really
that render does nothing for that man.
It doesn't, but however, I can really kind of see that he could be the younger brother of Jay White.
He does.
They look a little bit like they could be.
That render does nothing for that man.
It really doesn't. But honestly, I mean, for Josh Alexander and Ishii to be tagging after they had a hellified match. All right. A hellified match.
I love Josh. You know how I feel.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of opens the door where I do want to see that singles match with Jay White and Josh Alexander. Even if it's for the title or not, I mean, it kind of opened up a little bit of door to see what we could have seen if they did once like go into a feud or something.
Let's just be honest here. If we're just being honest, Jay White in 6 months, and this is just a 6-month span. And let's say by the time Rebellion and Slammiversary swings on the way next year, I think Jay White should be the Impact World Champion. I think Chris Bay should be your X Division champion. And I think the Good Brothers should get a hold of those tag team titles. And I think El Phantasmo has to turn on somebody. Or, hear me out, El Phantasmo gets that X Division championship. And then Chris Bay is like, well, what do I do now?
I mean, that is true. I mean, everybody's pretty much will be holding a gold except for him. You know.
Yeah.
It would leave a lot of questions like how can you leave the black man out like that? That raises a lot of brows. But I don't know. I mean, I really wouldn't mind if there was a way that they could have like another mid-card title. Where they could have everybody.
Well, the digital media championship.
Oh, yeah. Let El Phantasmo carry that title.
And who is your current digital media champion?
Matt Cardona.
Where the hell is he at? On vacation.
He's in Maldives, having a great time with Chelsea Green on the beach.
You love saying that.
I
wish I could count how many times you said that.
What?
Shout out to the Cordonas, Maldives.
When I said they're in Maldives.
You love Maldives. You love saying that.
I do. It's a beautiful place.
Shout out to the Cordonas. But yeah, he need to come on back, Matt.
Because he hasn't defended that title in a minute.
At GCW, if you got that title on you, I'ma snatch it off of you. And that's on my mama. Okay? Just like that. And Chelsea, you already know. You listen, Chelsea, you already know. I love you, but when we get to GCW, it's all about women's wrestling talk. It's all about the Salt Shakkas. This is a different ball game. We are going into a different realm. Shout out to Al. Shout out to one half of the Dynamite Dolls. Because she done been. She gave us
some insight. A little bit of what we can expect, where to kind of sit at, and if we choose to sit in the midst of all of the chaos, wear some protective goggles, so that you can not worry about any glass that gets broken, wood doors that gets broken in half, people getting hit. Sometimes be prepared to move out of the way because once they come diving and you're standing there, you might as well just sell it. So I'm hoping that a lot of our faves are at this show. I mean, they have a show this weekend that's on Fightful, and I mean, I think they're streaming it. So if so, then I definitely will probably watch it.
Yeah, we definitely will. It's up.
Definitely.
It's definitely up.
Okay. That's a show that's in Tennessee, right? The night before, what? Battle Slam?
Yeah, it is actually. So I won't be able to go to that. I'm really sad because NWA, they do shows here in Nashville, like tapings and stuff. But they've been moving around.
Do they really tape when they're doing their tapings and stuff?
I never know unless I just miss it on Eventbrite. So it's very weird.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like you have to follow their
because they have NWA Surge, I think, and NWA Power and stuff. Like they have really good programming on YouTube and stuff, and that's why, like, honestly, like, and I know it's probably not the best for business and stuff, or but having those little shows like that, even with the streams here live on Twitch, don't forget, we are live on Twitch exclusively, you know. So our content live is here on Twitch. So having us and having other streams and stuff, it's very important because I mean, shoot, I be bored. So it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to hop on the stream. So I'm I I I would love to go to this show, but it is what it is. We're gonna catch it though, either way. And we're gonna be I think that I love the way so if you guys are following, make sure you're checking out all the videos that we have from Vendetta, which is the Battle Slam. I'm gonna be going to the fight for Atlanta. Tasha Steelz, the Impact Knockouts World Champion, was just announced as the first talent on this amazing show. They didn't do necessarily a live show this last show, but this show is live on Fight. So it's bigger and better. The crew and everyone who's putting everything together, I got a chance to meet some of them, and I think it's about to Terminus, and with the productions that they having, with the promotions that they're having and shows that they're having, child, I don't know. I just thought it was crazy how Tasha got I was like, hello, double equal badass herself, honey, coming to Atlanta. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Hello, don't turn that into GCW because I'm telling you, I crank it. We in the
and that's on okay.
But yeah, moving right along, we're almost done with our men's. I have been waiting for this moment, because, like I said, y'all, I was there. Y'all know, of course, I'm rooting for Trey Miguel, 100% for the gauntlet match, of course. And we have the gauntlet for the gold. And of course, the winner challenges for the world title at the 20th anniversary of Impact Wrestling at Slammiversary here in Nashville, Tennessee. And y'all, Trey comes out, which for some reason they didn't want to play his entrance or whatever. That was, honey, if you want to see the entrance that he did, you could check my page. Y'all know I had that entrance ready. But yeah, he came out, did his thing. Boom, gets eliminated, right? So,
Bobby, what is wrong with you?
What? Oh wow. Okay, we're gonna say that. We're gonna because we can't even get it. Bobby, you gonna have Santana having a damn heart attack. So next, I'm like, okay, well, since Trey's not in, it's Steve.
Or it could have been Chris.
Who? Chris David?
Yeah.
Girl, hell no. I was girl, hell no. Not over who won.
Eddie ended up Eddie was out there too.
That's my boy.
But I guess they're not ready for him yet.
I'm not ready
for Eddie and Josh to go at it yet. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're what?
Well, obviously, Sammy Callahan don't want Moose to go over either.
I mean, obviously, that's something there. I mean, he came out and pretty much kind of cost him a win.
That threw me off. I ain't like that too much.
Well, they're having a feud now, Nikki. So what do you expect?
I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. I hope Moose beat the hell out that man.
Yeah. I think what Moo's gonna turn babyface or something.
Nah, Sammy's definitely a babyface. Sami Callihan is the the face of Impact Wrestling, like one of the faces of Impact Wrestling, title or no title. Him and Deanna for a long. Him and Deanna really carried the pandemic, really and truly.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know this about Eric Young. Let's just go ahead and get to it, child. I was rooting for Eric Young. Okay, well, cry me a river.
I'm so disappointed in you. I'm
How
so
Chris Sabin
disappointed.
going coast to coast and winning while it would have been good chances. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. One good that it would happen. I don't know. I do know this. Eric Young is former Impact World Champion. Good for him. Tomorrow and Saturday, yes, this is
So
true.
disappointed in you.
They are in Kissimmee for the TV taping. They are announced 4 matches for the taping this afternoon on social media.
Mm-hmm.
One is a 6-man tag, Violent by Design versus tag team champions, them boys, and your Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander. What is funny is that Eric Young won his only World Heavyweight Championship 5 days after WWE Doubling Miracle on Bourbon Street happened. Well, damn, who would have thought?
It's just awful that they would want to have Eric Young win this match. I was just like, why? He just lost his title. That could went to anybody else. Maybe he's just a filler, to be honest.
No, I think it has, and we talked about this earlier. And I think we'll learn. I feel like we're gonna realize this as we dig into Impact more.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is like, especially after him, Josh Alexander revealing the whole TNA box.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's definitely going to open a lot of doors into the TNA thing. Obviously, there are going to be people who are like, I just want to know, like, for Slammiversary, I know we're getting like really, really big matches. I want to know if we're going to get some really nice segments too. Like, are we going to get some people who just like totally like ran in like TNA back in the day, show up, come out some type of way?
Yeah.
You know, are they going to like just for one night, like just have something happen, you know, where it's just like something that's just like big. I mean, it's just like who knows what could really take place.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited. What I'm not excited about is the fact that Eric Young won. He just lost a title. That could win to anybody.
Yeah. I mean, I was hoping it was gonna be Trey. I mean, I hope Trey can get into this Ultimate X match. Hopefully, you know, I mean, they would be dumb not to.
That'd be very dumb.
You know, it would be dumb. I hope they figure out what they're gonna do in Miss Old Kissimmee. I do know that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Bobby said it's the first time that Josh Alexander and Eric Young wrestled against each other in a singles match. Shout out to them. And then Sammy said they should have Main Event Mafia and Fortune come back.
Okay, Main Event Mafia.
I wouldn't mind. I just feel like, you know, although there are some wrestlers who wrestled in TNA that are still wrestling up on the Impact, it would be nice to see a lot of those who are no longer with the company anymore, who don't have any like ill will or bad blood towards TNA or Impact. That would
I would love to like me personally. I would love to see. Thank you so much. Like you took it. You knew who I was gonna say. You took that from me.
Jeff Jarrett.
You know exactly what I was gonna say because Kurt Angle. I feel like they need to do a Hall of Fame.
They should.
They should definitely do a Hall of Fame, and I think Kurt Angle should come out. And I also feel like there needs to be like the beautiful people, ODB, and people of that nature that have years.
We should get Jazz.
Yeah.
We could, definitely be good for people, especially with something going on with like this tag team division. I mean, it would definitely be nice. Bobby said he'd love to see Kurt Angle come back to Impact Wrestling. I mean, hell, maybe even Rob Van Dam and Cage.
I just would like to see him. If I got to, we
wrestle.
No, I don't want to see him wrestle. Yeah,
I would love him to like show up and greet Josh Alexander.
Girl, I'll bust out his tears.
I think that would be like just perfect.
Girl, I will bust out in tears because I just
it's like, I think that would be great. I think it'd be awesome to have Kurt Angle and have Josh Alexander. Like have a conversation and just run into him like backstage or something. Like, how they do like the little interviews backstage or something.
Or even in the ring, like how Charlie Haas had did,
Do it that way.
That was a big moment. Josh Alexander has been the staple of comebacks.
I wonder what they do their old octagon style ring.
Child.
I think that would be
super dope. That girl, I'll tell you, that is so funny. I mean, and that's perfect, honey. That's the perfect segue, honey. Because, child, that was all for the men as of now. There are a lot of matches for the men that are posted on the social media Impact page, so make sure you check those out. We know for a fact that the Briscoes will be teaming up with Josh Alexander. I got to see them in the ring together, and it was so amazing, just so crazy. I know that at first...
Robert, don't be out here doing the switch up.
Thank you. Oh, my God.
No, absolutely not. Ain't no hugs nowhere. You're fake. You're faking. You literally just said that you was rooting for Eric Young.
But I think he forgot Trey was in the match because he didn't they didn't try to show his entrance.
No.
But that's fine. Let's just hope, that Trey Miguel is in that match because he is he's traveling. So he's in Orlando. So hopefully he does have a qualifying match. And I will just wait for the news, But moving right along, we did have the Influence, Your Impact, Knockouts, World Tag Team Champions, Tenille Dashwood and Madison Rayne. They put their titles on the line against Gisele Shaw and Alisha Edwards. Now, how we got to this point is Gisele ended up getting a victory over Madison Rayne at Under Siege. That match was very stellar. They were put on the card. They were supposed to be on the countdown to Under Siege. However, they were bumped up. And it was just really amazing to watch. I got to see that match live as well. So I got to see both matches, and it happened. So, they're doing the taping, so it happened very quickly. So Gisele got her win on Saturday. Well, did I go Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And then the next day on Sunday, she got her championship. So, of course, we did the recap. And so we asked, how quickly? So it happened this week. And it was a really stellar performance. Alicia's gear was absolutely, I loved it. What do you think? Did you feel in the gear? I love the gear.
That was cute. I feel like with them having this, putting their titles, having to put their titles on line against them, although because Gisele got a win. I don't feel like this is necessarily over. It just means that they kind of have one up on them. Maybe they could continue on with this feud between these four. and maybe eventually some other teams could be incorporated into this feud.
So I'm gonna go another way.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gisele's going to find another partner.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. And I think she's going to keep finding a partner until Lady Frost comes back. And then they're going to win the tag team championships. And I think Lady Frost probably, hopefully, comes back at Slammiversary, or she comes back at Fallout.
Yeah, which we still don't necessarily know when. Do they know when Fallout is?
The next day.
Has it been confirmed?
Yeah, Fallout's on that Monday. Fallout's June.
Oh, yeah. The June 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're talking about Slammiversary Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Gisele and Lady Frost, they pretty much kind of started this whole thing out being like when they kind of did the whole tag team match that they had at Multiverse. You know, this first time we really got to see them paired with each other, which was quite interesting since, you know, when Gisele came in, the first person she was kind of feuding with was Lady Frost. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I feel like Lady Frost could be that partner for her. Yeah. You know, I think Alisha Edwards is just a filler for right now, until she kind of figure out what else she's gonna do. Yeah. But I do feel like I would like to see more of the tag teams involved for Slammiversary. I really do. Maybe it's kind of like we did for Multiverse, or a tag team turmoil or something like that. Where, you know, something like that.
Bobby, I just want to say before, because we're not going to speak too much on it, because, you know, we don't like spoilers over here. You'll see more of this. Masha Slamovich should be on next week's episode, and it's very interesting on who she'll be feuding with. They're actually going to give her me and Santana, we've been talking about this over and over again on, you know, giving Masha someone who is of a bigger name. And so hopefully it's revealed next week. Also, with that being said, you know, they didn't pick up the victory. And of course, Madison, Rayne, and Tenille did, you know, retain their championships for now. What happens? What do we do? Because you bring up a good question, you know, and you bring up a good point too. We need to see these championships have something. And you know what I would like to see? I would like for Madison and Tenille to be standing in that ring at Slammiversary, laughing about how they don't have any opponents, and then the music drops and the beautiful people come out. Mm-hmm.
I would love that. I really do. Be like, we're not on the match card tonight because we literally beat every tag team.
That's how you open the show. That's how you open the show.
We beat everybody. We even made people leave and quit their jobs and retire because they got tired of getting their ass whooped. So we're standing right here. We're obviously in our gear. We're ready. We put our titles on the line against whoever comes out. Yeah. And then it's just like everybody waits to see who comes out.
Would you be mad if Angelina Love and Velvet Sky come out, and then is she still wrestling? Mandy Lion?
Mandy Lion, yeah, she is.
Okay, and then she comes out, and then it's Angelina and Mandy wrestling against Madison and Tenille.
I wouldn't be
mad. And then they put Velvet on the commentary.
I wouldn't be mad.
Because I feel like that's how I see them doing it. Like I feel like we would book, like, I don't care where we would book at. We would book so crazy. But yeah. I think for booking purposes, it would make sense because it would be so like golden.
Yeah, but I mean, and even at the end of the match, you know, of course, somehow, some way, Velvet kind of, you know, shows that she kind of still has it. You know, it really does.
Dakota Kai probably will be showing up. Like, I'm gonna go on a limb and just kind of not say I want to be the first person to say it, but I definitely think that she's coming to Impact. I've been saying about it about Jade. I didn't know she was going to come back as Mia Yim. Never thought in a million years she would do that. So, yeah, I think Dakota's definitely going to make her way. I do like that Madison and Tenille are tag team champions. You know, I love Madison. We had that little fake beef when I started live tweeting. I think it was like the first time I started doing the recaps and stuff, and Madison's so sweet. She's really sweet. But yeah, I think overall they did have a phenomenal match.
Yeah.
But let's get into something that I've been holding on to since I honestly. And there were spoilers that were wrong. I'm not gonna say who, but there were spoilers that were wrong. And I told Santana about what was going on. I told, I said, we're just going to keep this because here at Women's Wrestling Talk, we're not, we want you guys to know when we know, even if we know before. And so the big announcement, Gail Kim, the legendary Knockouts world champion former herself, comes out and tells the good old people of the greater Cincinnati area, because we were in Newport, Kentucky, let's just be honest, that at Nashville, Tennessee, Slammiversary, June 19th, and I literally have been watching these matches leading up weeks to my birthday. You remember we were watching these matches.
We were.
Which is so ironic. So crazy how things work. But we will be having our first ever Queen of the Mountain match. And the Impact Knockouts World Championship is on the line. Of course, Tasha Steelz, the Boiqua Badass herself and your current Impact Knockouts World Champion, will be defending her championship against the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, the beautiful and talented Chelsea Green, the powerhouse of the Knockouts division, Jordan Grace, and welcome back the HBIC herself, Mia Yim. It don't get no better.
It doesn't.
You got Flavor, you got Virtuosa, you got HBIC, you got Power, you got Hot Mess, Queen of the Mountain.
I mean, yeah, of course, the spoilers did get it wrong, because I really thought that there were two other people that was supposed to be a part of this,
which were Ty Zachary
and Savannah Evans, which I barely got excited for. I was like, okay, just throw all the girls in a match together, right. and it'd be for the title. How will Savannah and Tasha Steelz coexist? But I mean, I'm extremely excited for this match, honestly. With these ladies, I think they all bring something different to this match. With the returning Mia Yim, who we haven't seen Impact in a very, very long time, who I'm definitely rooting for, honestly. I mean, you have like these 5 women. I mean, you just kind of just know that whatever the outcome is going to be one of the matches of the night. One of the matches of the night. It's a must. Like, it's a must.
I have to ask. Is this the final say-so? Or do we have one more competitor
I
because
feel like we could have
five
one.
five
It's
is
got
a
a number.
odd
And so
number.
a lot of times those fives end up going to 6.
And we also see subject to change. We saw that at the multiverse. We
Mm-hmm.
saw at first where, Speedball wasn't even in the match. Well,
Mm-hmm.
was in the match and
He
then was
was, and
taken
then they
out
switched somehow.
to face
Vincent was in
Alex.
the match. Yeah, Vincent was still in the
Yeah.
match, but it
And
was
then Chris Bay
they
was
got.
added.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one more. But overall, we know that things can change. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to I'm gonna leave this in here, honestly, for
I feel like if one more
this is
person,
sick.
they should come out at Slammiversary. I feel
Yeah.
like whatever mystery things they have made going on, say, you know what? How about we bump it up and add one more person?
It's
And that
gonna be Mickey
person could be Mickey
James. I'm
James. Yes.
sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be
It
Mickey
could
James.
be Mickey James
It's
to be
gonna
that
be
last person because we have not seen her. Mickey James has been
we're
running.
in Nashville, Tennessee, dude.
You gotta have hardcore country there.
Hardcore
And I mean, of
country.
course, she's not done with Tasha Steele. She's not.
I told her. I told her
She's
when
not.
when Tasha Steele signed my picture.
Mhm.
I told her that she was gonna be facing Mickey James. She was like, "No, I'm not." And as of now, Tasha Steele is proving me wrong. But who knows? Maybe Mickey James comes out
At the
and
fallout.
tries to. Maybe she costs Tasha Steele's her
Mm-hmm.
championship.
Yeah. And then that means they go off to have a feud, without a champion.
Yeah,
In
and
the future.
like I said, I mean, I've been real quiet because I know y'all probably thinking, looking at this, like, let's just be honest. Those first three women belong to me. They're my faves. I love them. But in my Chelsea voice, I'm not picking anyone in this match besides Deonna Purrazzo, your virtuosa, your 4-time world champion. Like, hello, like 2-time knockouts world champion. I mean, AAA Reina del Rey's champion. I mean, ROH women's world champion. Slammiversary, Deonna Purrazzo will go back to exactly where she was a year ago. And that is, and we'll do a post show. Don't get me wrong. We will leave that event and we will do
Yeah.
a post show. We don't give a fuck. We don't give how late it is. I'm telling you now. I'm going to say it week in and week out at Slammiversary, Nashville, Tennessee, at the Nashville Fairgrounds, and new, and the first winner of the Queen of the Mountain, your former homecoming queen. Let's not forget
Mm-hmm.
Deonna Purrazzo. I think she's walking away with everything that has built. It has been built in the knockouts division. Um, I would like to see, something else. I would like to see this too. I would like to see Tasha retain. I don't have a problem if Tasha retains. I just know going into this, how can you not be queen of the mountain when you're already at the mountaintop? So I'm just excited that it was announced. You guys make sure you check out the recap, very short and sweet and to the point. The only thing that we want to make sure we do here at Women's Wrestling Talk is show love to the women. So no matter how
Mm-hmm.
short or long those recaps are, they're just done to show that we're watching and we love
Mm-hmm.
it, and we want to let you know that we're supporting everybody, all of the women, from Gail Kim to Jordan Grace, Mia Yim, Tasha Steele, Deanna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, Tenille Dashwood, Madison Rayne, Lady Frost, Gisele Shaw, Alisha Edwards. Can I keep going? Like, like Rosemary, Havoc,
even Maria, even Masha,
yeah,
even all the girls that she go up against that we probably don't even know.
Yeah,
it's so many. Mickey James, those who have came in, Melina, Jazz. It's so many that you can go down the list and say that know
Rachel Ellering too. Gia Miller. Oh my God.
I said Gia.
God. We didn't. Oh, you did. Oh my God. So y'all, if you watch Before the Impact, okay, so I told Gia that I bought her sign, and shout out to Gia Miller because y'all know that's my girl. I love her. At the show, I told Gia Miller that I bought her 8x10 for $1. If you guys go watch BTI, she yells at them in the back and says, "Yeah, and I heard y'all selling my 8x10 for $1." Y'all, I'm the one who bought it. It was at WrestleCon. It was bent up. It's not bent up anymore. I have a little surprise for you guys. Here is the Gia.
It's a little dent in now, but it still looks really cute.
It's a little. The dent has, to be honest, it's clear.
It really is.
It was worse than what it was, but I'm still hoping to see Gia Miller. I didn't get to see her. I should have brought it with me when I talked to her, but it would have been nice. But yes, if you watched Before the Impact, I do have the dollar photo. So I was excited about that. But overall, like, Impact was a really good show. We got that surprise, and we know next week for a fact. Okay? And make sure you check out all the footage we have because it was really fun to do that. We have some really cool footage.
You gotta have like 2,000 or more now.
Listen, the bitches love Gail Kim. We getting that on the shirt.
Quoted by me.
Bitches love Gail Kim.
It says 3,000 right now. 3,000. The bitches love Gail Kim.
We're gonna get a meal on the Mickey James attacking Chelsea Gordon. We're at 864K. Well, 62K maybe, y'all. If you guys check out our reels, make sure you go and blow that up. Please go share it. Love it.
Like it.
We gotta hit a meal. Listen, but yeah, they love Gail Kim. But listen, next week we will have some exclusive footage, of course, because everybody doesn't get to watch Impact.
No,
unless you have access or know how to stream it in other ways. When it comes to Impact Plus, us Impact Plus people, we get it later.
Or if you can watch it on TV, Access TV.
Yeah, or Access.
If you know your way around the system, there you go.
Know how we do. You know how we do. And we keep it intact. That's all we gotta do. Keep it intact. We don't need no rats over here.
Not at all.
So, with that being said, next week, live footage. The virtuoso Deanna Purrazzo will team with your current Impact Knockouts World Champion, Tasha Steele, along with the dominating force of Savannah Evans, going up against the newly returned Mia Yim, the HBIC in the building, teaming with the powerhouse herself, Jordan Grace, along with your AAA Reina del Range champion, Ty Valkyrie. And I did that for a reason. If you were at the show, you know why. But with that being said, that match was very interesting. Of course, I was there. I'm just going to say it's very interesting. You will see the dynamics in all 6 of these knockouts, and it will be amazing. Any final thoughts? Santana? Oh,
I'm just really excited for Slammiversary. I really am. I'm fairly excited. It'll be like the next pay-per-view that I'll be going to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Slammiversary, I'm gonna get myself together to where I'm gonna be soon as they done with their match, boom, pictures getting posted immediately. Right out the gate, I'm coming. Pause.
Pause. And we live on Twitch with that one. Hey, baby, we got merch.
We do.
Don't
Not
forget.
just women's wrestling. This is professional wrestling. Of course, you've seen like a little bit of our commercial. It has been being posted on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. We have a new intro. If you haven't seen it, you can definitely check it out on our YouTube channel, along with where our other post shows will be posted. If you missed our live stream, you can watch it back on here. But if you are a lovable person of YouTube, you can always go on there and watch it as well.
Yeah.
This month is Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and every day we have been dropping articles on women's wrestlers, non-binary wrestlers as well for this month. So today we dropped Megami Kudo. Today is Friday now for us, but yesterday on Thursday we dropped Megami. And then on today, which happened to be Friday for us, Jenny from NXT UK will be dropping today. That was written by me. Yesterday's was written by Katrina, and so on and so forth. Our writing team has done an amazing job with writing these articles and getting them out, and so on and so forth. We got a lot of feedback. A lot of the people that we've highlighted already have showed us love. So we definitely do appreciate that. So make sure you guys check out the articles on Instagram, share it on Instagram, share it on Twitter, retweet, comment, all this stuff. That makes a big difference. Next month, we have something really, really nice going on, which Nikki is going to be the head person in charge. Normally it's me that's kind of in charge of a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm still am, but however, this was all Nikki. It started out as a joke in her mind, but
yeah, we were just sitting we were just chilling. The Salt Shakkas, we spend a lot of time on, whether we're on the road. I do a lot of the on-road booking where Santana holds down a lot of the promotions. So we spend a lot of time together. We were just jokingly, TK has had us, and TK is our TK,
Not Tony
TK Trinidad, the Canadian assassin, the CEO of Women's Wrestling Talk, the GOAT. We be talking and joking, and so the whole thing came up, and we were like, I was just like, what are we gonna do for next month? Because we've been doing, like monthly things. We did, Black History Month. We did Women's Month. Now we're in Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and so next month, if you haven't been watching, you already know. It's Pride Month. And, for someone who belongs to the community very openly, as someone who considers themselves to be, trans, non-binary, and, having that, and it being very inclusive in wrestling of today, I thought it would be very important for us to showcase a lot of the wrestlers who are in the community as well. So we will be dropping a lot of articles, and we will also be doing a panel. We don't know who will be on the panel, but we will be getting a panel together of different people, like myself, different wrestlers, people who do podcasts, people who are just in the realm and the world of wrestling in some way, and talking to them, and just getting a different outlook on how it is to be of the community in wrestling. You see people flourishing, like Sonya Deville, and Anthony Bowens and Sonny Kiss and Diamante, and just so many different people. And so and even just people who support the community, people like Ty Valkyrie, who are very adamant. You know, there's a campaign going on right now that Moose and Deonna Purrazzo are involved in Kissimmee, Florida. Check that out on the Impact Wrestling page. So yeah, it's gonna be very fun. I'm very excited about this. So we're gonna be doing it all month long, and we've been doing a lot of research.
Ooh, yeah, we have.
Mm-hmm.
Some I didn't even know about, just kind of being introduced to. We learn a lot of like the acronyms for a lot of things. We had a whole teaching lesson earlier. We really did. Where we it's just like a little open discussion about things, and when Nikki brought it to me, I felt that I think it'd be great to do because there's not that many people who actually do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like it would be nice for us here at Women's Wrestling Talk to know that we are very inclusive.
Mm-hmm.
We accept everybody, no matter what it is.
No matter what.
No matter what. Come back. This, like I said, today is Friday, so I mean, of course, you already know tomorrow, SmackDown and Rampage after show. Unfortunately, I personally will not be here due to prior other engagements that happens on every second Friday of the month.
Yep.
But Stephanie will definitely be here holding it down for Rampage. Rampage and SmackDown. So make sure you guys come in when she goes live.
Who knows? I might pop in and do another. Well, it was only appropriate for me to do a pop-in call on AEW because I thought it was funny how Eddie Kingston popped in on Chris Jericho, even though it's not the same correlation. I still thought it was nice. So make sure you guys check that out too, because all of our videos too, like Santana said, they post on Twitch immediately. So make sure you check in. I checked in really quick on my tag partner yesterday because we was having a lot of trouble. And we was back here. We was working. We was trying to get Al in and trying to make sure everything was, So my tag partner was holding it down for a while. And, I came in with a little call. I was at work, no face action, just, just audio. So make sure you check that out. And then Al did come back, of course. Are we Saturday is...
Not this Saturday. It's supposed to be next Saturday. So next Saturday.
Got 1 more week.
Yeah. So next Saturday, there will be a new show airing. Basically talking about all things indies, from NWA to MLW and so on and so forth. I believe Mika, Katrina, and Emily is supposed to be on that show on Saturday. It's supposed to start at 11 a.m. Central. So make sure you guys definitely come in and tune in for that show. If you love the indies, those are your indie girls right there. We're definitely going to talk about all things indies, the indie gurus, as whatever they want to be, as a group, collective, a trios situation going on, so on and so forth. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in for that. And of course, we're gonna stick it in with this week. Turnbuckle Glam. It's on Sunday, of course. Definitely, you already know. Of course, the Salt Shakkas.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be on time. We're gonna be
first.
Listen, for those that watch Turnbuckle Glam,
we thank you.
I just want to say, we thank you because listen, child. For one, it be at all different times.
It does.
Sometimes it be at this time, somebody didn't be at next time. So it is supposed to be at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Central. So it might be earlier. Just check for
Nikki has nowhere to go. Nikki tends to like to travel a lot of places that hinder us from being on time for a lot of things because she's being booked at a lot of different places. So we have to tend to just work around her schedule since this is her show. You know what I'm saying? So being us, that we are, I'm on the sidelines. You know what I'm saying? She's doing, she do her little singles run, over there in all these other promotions and stuff like that. And I was just,
I like the hood.
Nikki be in the underground, definitely in the underground promotions. So that's exactly where she be at. And then we're here with the Dynamite Dogs, Mika and Al, for Turnbuckle Glam. And of course, once again, we roll back in till Monday, where it's the Salt Shakkas, the only dominating tag team in women's wrestling talk history. The first, the OGs, the blueprint, the standard, the everything. The we look at this. Look around you. We created this. That's exactly what it is.
I love women's wrestling talk.
What?
I love women's wrestling talk. Look at this. Let me just say something. On Monday, Lacey Evans, I'm coming for that ass. I don't like pause. I'm telling you now.
Nikki was like so happy at the fact that me and Stephanie had to talk about Lacey Evans on Friday. And now this is what she has done. She has spoke of this woman to come to Monday Night Raw, and now she's gonna have to talk to her. Maybe not that long. She may get 3 seconds only, and that's it. Nothing else to definitely say. Thanks, Bobby. We definitely enjoy having you here. Although you wanted Eric Young to win, I don't know. I don't know. I may have to look at you sideways now. But yeah, then we're rolling into Wednesday. AEW Dynamite with Mika and Al Dynamite Dolls. And of course on Thursdays. This next coming Thursday, we are having a new show on Thursday. So of course, supposed to be the news. And then we have NXT 2.0 and NXT UK with Stephanie and Katrina, the sisterhood. And then we have a new show called The Creep Squad. That would be taking place on Thursday as well. So it's more so like talking about wrestling, but on Demon Time. So if you're here for all things that gets a little interesting and a little spicy, you definitely want to join and be a part of that in the comment section, because it's gonna go crazy. And then of course, after all the Demon Time has died down, make sure you come back here for Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, because we definitely gonna get into some things. We don't play about Impact.
No. By no means necessary, do we?
By no means. So, and who knows? You might catch me y'all might catch me at an event. You never know. I have 2 possible events this month that I don't need to go to, but there's going to be, different things going on, and
yeah, it's getting late.
It's getting late. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check us out. Please follow and please subscribe. We have amazing articles going out every day this month as well too. I'm actually finishing up a couple now.
I gotta finish up my last one, but mine doesn't. Honestly, after Friday and Saturday, none of my other articles drop until like towards the end of this month, because y'all gotta beat the final boss.
I got one dropping next Friday, and I got one dropping the Friday after that. I'm just gonna say this: my finger is broke, so it's kind of hindered me from typing without pain. I want y'all to know that when I typed my Impact recap tonight, I was in pain. So I appreciate y'all.
I'm typing hard as hell like she always do. Nikki types like she uses her knuckles. I swear. Nikki just.
I'm not gonna show y'all my finger.
Exactly how she be. She just be knocking on the keyboard.
Pray for me. And at the end of the week, we're at least trying to get to 100 followers or more. So please, we're going to be campaigning over the next Friday and Saturday.
We're definitely almost there.
Yeah, definitely. Check out Santana on Instagram. Check out me on Twitter. Check out Katrina on TikTok. We've been holding it down. Make sure you follow us on TikTok too. Follow us on Twitch, YouTube, subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, make sure we're trying to do like daily polls. So check out for all of our polls that we have. We're just trying to spice it up a little bit, give you all the content. We have some amazing interviews still out. Thunder Rosa interview going crazy. Such a great time with TK, Katrina, and Al. Of course, a part of the Dynamite Dolls. But I just hit my finger in it. Oh, okay. So you guys, of course, we're not gonna say it again. We actually are. We're gonna keep saying it. We are the most dominating tag team in women's wrestling talk history. We thank you for being here with us, of course, on the number one women's wrestling show on the planet, Women's Wrestling Talk. Until next time, gang, we'll see you later.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.